Hey everybody, it is Thursday afternoon. It's about 12:30 almost. I got an hour till I pick up my kids. First day of school. Ex-wife's at work. I got the day off, so I wanted to be there to pick up my kids for the first day. Pretty exciting there. Kindergarten and third grade are their grades. Pretty exciting news. Shaving wise, I got an awesome mail call yesterday. I've been talking about it. Michael Watkins, thank you. This is the ATT R1. Here's my S1, same handle, but it's the R1 head. So I'm looking forward to trying that. I'm going to go through this probably for a week and then do a side-by-side, kind of like I did with the Mongoose and Cobra. Compare it. It's loaded with a Pure Platinum Lux. Nice quality blade. He also piffed me a soap that I've been wanting to get for a while. I've held off on just for various reasons. I've got a lot of soaps, so I'm trying not to buy, but I always do. But Soap Commander Purpose. I'm not a huge Bay Rum fan, but I've got from Scott Ostermiller, I'd gotten samples of it before, and I really dug the scent. So I knew it worked with my face. It didn't irritate like other Bay Rums do. So I'm really excited to use it. Thank you very much again, Michael. From Captain Marvel, it's not Wild Turkey, but it's the Derby City Chop Shop Bay Rum. I figure if I'm going to use Bay Rum, I might as well use that. Then I'm breaking back out my Desert Sunset brush by Nathan Clark. 30 millimeter NB white knot. I'm going to go ahead and start loading. And I got a lot to talk about. First of all, it just started raining. We got a mountain fire actually going. It was 150 acres last night. This morning it was upgraded to 500 acres. At night it just lights up the Catalina Mountains. It's pretty intense. Luckily right now no structures, no people are in danger. So hopefully I just keep praying that that stays that way. Had a good workout today, but I'm just shaving. So everybody knows I'm kind of looking forward to that single edge razor called the Single Edge, the injector style. It's kind of funny. This just brings about like the shaving community, and I'm not bothered by it. But it's just kind of the, I guess, irony, or makes me laugh a little bit. But some people are like, oh, it's not a new razor. It's just a modern version of the adjustable Schick, yada yada yada. It's, even though it's got 3 different heads and all this kind of deal. And to me it's kind of comical. They're like, well, you can find a perfectly good vintage for $5 to $15. It's nothing new. All this type of stuff. Even though it's a stainless steel, modern modern Schick style, razor. And it just kind of gets me going. I'm like, so obviously these people must only use vintage. But then on top of that, I really want to know in their life. I don't really care, but it's kind of interesting. Hold on a sec. I'd be interested to know in their lives, do they use anything modern? Do they still only use whatever you want to classify as a vintage car, Model T? Do they use only cars from before the 50s? Because obviously all that stuff's, kind of worked its way into the market. So really, I'm sure you can go online and find a beater car or an old vintage car. You don't need to get a modern car, So it just kind of, you start thinking about that kind of stuff. It's like TV. Do you still have an old tube TV? Because, black and white. Just kind of funny to me because obviously you guys that watch my channel know I use vintage, modern. I'm really starting to dig these ATT razors. Mongoose I enjoy, though I will say I enjoy the ATT much more. To me it's ends up being the better investment. Even though I like the creativity of the Mongoose, and then even though I only borrowed it, the Cobra. So just kind of, you all know I like that, a variety of stuff. I have single edges, double edges, vintage, the whole, new stuff. So to me, I don't get the whole, you have to keep it within a certain realm. Obviously, I don't follow that theory, but it just kind of, to me, it's very short-sighted. Because yeah, there's a bunch of razors out there that would probably last us a lifetime or longer, plus other people lifetimes and longer, of just all the vintage stuff. But why? Why would we want to limit ourselves to only vintage type stuff? Get out. We got these newer materials. We've got newer ways to machine the knurling on these new razors is fantastic. Make sure I've actually got the right one. Yeah, it's the R1. Okay. So to me, it's just kind of just an interesting deal. I just don't get it. I'm not going to call them elitist because I don't think they're elitist. Because they're not saying I'm better than you. But one person called us the clueless generation. So to me that was kind of like I'm clueless because I want to buy a modern razor. Even though I can technically go and buy another injector, which I've got, that I enjoy. But would I like one where I can clean it easier? I don't have to mess around with this turn dial that this one doesn't work very well on anyways. So it just kind of very short-sighted to me. And no, I'm not angry about it. I just find it almost funny. It's kind of sad for those people, the way I look at it. So this definitely has as it should, a bay rum scent. They call out cloves, allspice. They actually mention capers, which I don't know what capers smell like. Then actually I shaved over that. I meant to let that grow. You can definitely get the orangish kind of smell that they mention in there. You get those spices in there. I mentioned pine. I'm not picking it up at the moment. Doesn't mean it's not there, obviously. All of our noses are a little different. But I really do dig this scent. I really enjoy it. So I'm very thankful to Michael. This is now my 8th Soap Commander soap that I own. That'll be looking forward to when their next seasonal scent comes out as well. Of the scents that are out there that they already have, that are regularly in stock, this was one of 2 that I said I still have to get. The other one was Vision. It came down to Vision or Wisdom for me. So I'd smelled them both, and I knew I wanted. I kind of dug the Wisdom better, and so I said at this time I was only going to get one. So down the road I'll get that one, but obviously I know there's seasonal scents I'm going to be buying most likely all of them, unless one of them just description knocks me, goes no thanks. But I'm learning to trust them because honestly their seasonal scents have all been on point of what I've smelled so far. Very nice shave so far with the razor. I've been told it's the end-all, be-all DE. And not just by one person, by multiple. We'll see. I'm definitely enjoying it. I won't try to compare it to the S1 yet. It's not fair. Obviously, I've got a lot more shaves with the S1 in it. But obviously, same handle, same awesome quality machine work. So, extremely impressed there. It's shaving very, very efficient, very nice, very comfortable. Only problem I had was the little transition spot on my neck, which it can just be a simple blade angle thing for me at that given time. It can just be, sometimes our hair does grow a little faster. So it can just be the way I hit it that time. You never know. And it pops up one time with one razor. It'll kind of catch in the middle, so I have to come up a little. Other times I can go straight down and I'm fine. So it's just playing it all by ear. You know, you just kind of go by feel. To me, that's what shaving is. It's all about the feel. Be in touch with what you're doing. But I'll have this razor for about a week. Then I got to send it along. And I'm, like I said, extremely thankful for it because, yeah, I could go buy the R1 head. Since I already have the handle, I wouldn't need to technically buy another handle. But this all came about because I've been asked by a couple people about what do I think about the other ATT heads, and obviously this is the first one I got, or the S1's the first one I got, so obviously I can't compare. So when I mentioned that, I asked Michael and a couple other guys that I knew that had this one, and I know some that had used both, and Michael just jumped and said, I'll send it to you. And he had just gotten the Mongoose, so he was like, I'm putting that through the paces so I can afford to be without this for a while. And that's to me, that's just awesome. You know, he's a good guy. He's a fellow Air Force guy like myself. But I just, you know, think about what one of these costs. And I haven't sent mine out yet to anybody. I honestly don't know if I would. You know, I think, you know, obviously good friends, that kind of stuff. I'd make sure I had good insurance on it and all that. But it's like, I don't take the borrowing of this equipment lightly. Initially, I actually turned them down because I said I felt bad when I got that Cobra. When I put that in the mail, until I saw that it was back in the hands of the owner, I was nervous. Because even though I put insurance on it, I was like, that's my responsibility still. Even though I gave it to the post office. If it gets lost, I'm going to feel guilty as can be. Even though I have the proof I sent it, everything, I still would feel horrible. So, and he said, no, don't worry about it. You know, just, we'll take care of it. And so I'm definitely very thankful and appreciate it a lot. Get the little spot there. And the neck could be a little better. I'm going to leave it. Mainly because I don't want to deal with, I have no plans today other than picking up my kids, and I'm going to go to a gathering I enjoy politics, or I shouldn't say this. I don't enjoy politics. I enjoy learning what people have to say. Obviously, I know they don't always back it up. Most of the time they don't. But one of the local radio shows or stations is doing a debate kind of thing. So I'm going to go to that. It's at a restaurant I've never gone to, so I figured that'd be a good excuse to go. Been wanting to check it out for a while. So I'll go there, watch the debate. I was going to watch it at home anyways. I know it's way before the election. I get that. But just kind of interesting to see what's said. You know, you got so many people up there. Be interesting to see what they all say. Typical Soap Commander. Awesome, awesome face feel. Even with as dry as my face is, I would have no problem, and I will, just to prove it. I'm just going to go ahead and... There's no water on my face, other than just, you know, I just dried it off. Went around, the blade was on it. So I have no problem with that. Their protection, their face feel is phenomenal. I really dig it. The scent, I really, really enjoy it. I'm glad that it's I finally have a bay rum that one, I enjoy the scent. Let's start putting the aftershave on the Derby City Chop Shop stuff. A scent that I like, but also that doesn't irritate my face. And so to me, that's huge. And then obviously that it's made by Darren and Carrie Seibert. You know, that alone is pretty awesome. Because they're some of my favorite peeps. And I'm still super thankful for Captain Marvel giving me this very generous amount of the aftershave. I extremely enjoy it. I've only used it, I think, one time, maybe 2 times total, because I don't know when I'll be able to get some, because it is hard to get. They do the limited quantities, sells out fast, that whole deal. So don't know if and when I'll ever be able to get it. So I just definitely enjoyed it. Once again, the razor performed as expected, flawlessly. The comparison, both of them have given me great shaves. Irritation free. I did kind of nick myself there, but I was kind of the way I was going at it. And I'll do that with any razor once in a while because that's just a weird transition. But beautiful shave, very comfortable. Nothing out of the normal for me. So I would call it a great success. Like I said, I'm going to use it for a couple more days at least. And then I'll do a side-by-side shave and we'll see if I can discern any differences. And we'll go from there. Once again, copious amounts of lather. You know, Soap Commander is awesome. Just so, you know, messing with it when was soaking it when I was in the shower. You can't go wrong. If you don't have Soap Commander, get it. So that's all I got. God bless everybody. Got to get ready to go get my kids. Be happy to see them for a few hours before they have to go back to their mom's house. So I will catch you tomorrow.